Welcome back to Invincipod, probably the best podcast on the internet talking about the Amazon original series, Invincible. Ralph, what's up?
Well, over on live action Star Wars 2 days ago, we had the old text in the thing, and I said, shit, I forgot about that, but at least I'll remember it for Invincipod, which I did, but it played the wrong one.
Oh, no. So I'm guessing the new one just said season 3 trailer?
Yeah, I just swapped out trailer because I'm like, that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, we did the teaser episode. That was our previous episode. We're back with a full trailer that neither of us have watched.
Yeah. Right. I've seen still frames as I try to not get spoiled while making the thumbnail art for this episode. Mm-hmm. And like just seeing like maybe 5 still frames across the 2.5 minutes, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, shit. And so, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's not like I know how Invincible ends.
Yeah, we know the whole story.
Based on the show, it seems like they're just doing the book, but maybe a better version, and I don't see a better version of the ending, so I'm assuming I know how it ends.
Yeah.
But it's just seeing the things that happens, even some things that we know are going to happen. Like I'm still like, oh shit!
I don't want to be spoiled.
I don't want to be spoiled.
It's so weird, isn't it? It's such a funny thing. Like the Star Wars shows that we're covering and stuff are like, I have no idea what's going to go on, but I'm like, spoil me. I don't care too much. Like I'm into it. Just show me all the stuff. Whereas this show, I know inside and out. I've read the books twice through at least. Like I've read some of the volumes way more than that. I'm just like, still no. I don't want to. I'm precious about it.
But even if they say that like so and so is Thrag, like for us that would be like, yeah, of course we know that Thrag's eventually going to be on the show, but like at the same time, it's like I want to be excited about seeing it that it's happening,
and it is exciting. We talked about this, I think, off mic. If not, it was on the other podcast, where we were just sort of saying, like, I love doing this show because this trailer dropped, I don't know, last week sometime, maybe, end of or Monday, but I've not seen.
No. It was. Oh shit! It might have been Saturday. It was. Okay. I think it was the day of our live stream.
I was going to say when you were doing the live stream.
The most stressful thing. I think I got done doing that live stream, went and sat down on the couch, a sweaty, tired, stress-filled mess. And Stevie said, "Oh, there's a new Invincible trailer." I'm like, "You gotta be fucking
not right
kidding
now.
Me right now.
Not right now.
Like,
there's not. That can wait.
Like, don't." I'm trying to come down from being amped up, and here's this thing that's going to amp me up. And I think I even waited like 4 hours or something to text you to just say that.
Yeah, I think I saw it in the morning. I saw it Sunday morning. Just when
I was just like, I can't listen. I love Invincible so much, and I'm like, I talked to you, and we had a live action Star Wars on Wednesday. I'm like, Friday. Can you wait till Friday to watch it? Because I'm like, I need all of my focus to be not other things.
I think that's the thing as well. Whereas like Star Wars, we're doing the show at the moment. Skeleton Crew's coming out. We're really enjoying it. And that's fun. And that feels like it's appointment podcasting. Whereas this, it's Friday evening for me. I finished work for the week. I've got a drink. I can just kick back. I can relax. I can watch a trailer of a show that I'm super excited for. I'm just like, I'm just here for it. I'm just, it's great. It's such a good time. I think that's the thing. Like, we don't have to go deep into analysis. We can have fun, and it's just a good time. Invincible and Invincipod is just fun.
As funny as it is to say, like, Star Wars now is like a dime a dozen. Like, there's so much Star Wars out there.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a phrase that you guys use over there? A dime a dozen?
I mean, okay. I do. But I might be an outlier. I think it's more used than some. But it's probably not as commonly used as I use it.
Well, I was gonna say, like over here we have like Anglophiles, like our buddy Mark Bibbert's like kind of an Anglophile. Like, is there
he loves England way more than I do.
Yeah, but is there like a British term for like American?
I don't know, just because I just use a dime a dozen,
like American football and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I said something the other day. I can't remember what it was. But I said something to Liz, and she was like, "What do you mean by that?" And like, she was a teacher. She's a smart person. She's way smarter than me. But I say things. I say like phrases sometimes, and she's like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's so American. I'm like, I'm really not. I just was raised by TV.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal for anybody watching this. We haven't watched it.
Nope.
So this is our first viewing. If for some reason the live stream goes down because Skybound cuts us off, we're gonna keep on recording this.
Yeah.
And so it'll pop up back on YouTube later because Skybound's really cool about
they've always been like, we've got no worries with this. Like with Star Wars, we sort of almost have to talk over trailers sometimes because I feel like if they pulled it, it would be a bit more of a hassle to get it back up. Whereas these, I'm just like, if we shut up, they're cool with it. Like they have pulled them, and I feel like that's the YouTube algorithm just automatically pulls it. But like all it's been is like you've sent them a message, and they'll be like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, we so with the movie, I've been on the other end of this copyright thing.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And it shows how it, like, I now know how it works. Like, you have like literally a tab that says this video, this person posted your video, and it'll just be like a list. And I'm like, okay, get rid of that one, get rid of that one. This guy's just doing a live react. I'm like, he's cool, and it gets put in a separate thing. Great. So it's essentially them just being able to go through and sort of like,
and I do get it on like Lucasfilm and that side of things because they must have so many more. It's just the volume, and it's just easier for them to just be like, nah. But Skybound is great. It's nice that they are interactive enough with the fan base that they can just go, yeah, these people are just excited about the show. That's cool. So Skybound, if you do pull this, and if you do happen to watch 7.5 minutes of this podcast, we love you. Thank you. And if anyone from Skybound wants to come on the show at any point, you're always welcome.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
We love this show.
Yeah.
I love this show. I
All
love the
involved.
books. I love everything about it. Yeah. I even forgive Ryan Otley that one time he tweeted misunderstanding what I was saying.
Yep.
It's fine. I mean, it was like 11 million people like responded saying I was an idiot. But I'll tell you, there was like a good dozen or so that were like, no, you guys are all wrong. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Getting the joke.
Like I get. I forgive him. Yeah. So Otley, you're more than welcome to come. I like an Otley piece right there.
I got two.
It's blown out.
There's one there. Fuck it. Let's do this.
I
can do this. I can just show you now.
Oh yeah.
There's that one.
Yeah.
Which is like later, we might see that costume, and then it's over there. But yeah, there's that one. They've been there the whole time that we've been doing this show.
Mine's like a custom Mike Allred Madman that he did.
Oh yeah. I think early on in the show,
back when it was like back when it was like $30 to get a Otley piece.
Sketch. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah. I think about that sort of thing. I'm just like, the people that you and I have been lucky enough to meet at cons back then that have blown up, and the stuff that we've been able to sort of do now.
Like I have a Joelle Jones original art that she made of a character I created. I also have an original Joelle Jones that's like a Green Lantern that she made me for signing her into Disneyland.
That's so cool. I've got
she's like
the first page of Scott Pilgrim ever drawn that Brian Lee O'Malley ever drew of that series is like hung on my stairs, just out there. Like it's it's nuts.
Yeah.
And then comic books are cool. Go and support comic book artists. At any show that still has an artist alley, go to Artist Alley. Talk to these guys. They're cool. Buy their stuff directly from them. Give them cash.
Yep.
Let's watch this trailer. I'm excited.
Just in time. Yeah, let's go.
Hey, Scott.
Anything you want to looking forward to in this? Like just as a prediction? I kind of know a little bit of what's happening, but
I mean, it's Invincible
dinosaurs.
War. Dinosaurs, the Las Vegas stuff, all of that. Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love it.
All right, let's do this. I'm going to set the volume to halfway, so we should be able to hear it, but it won't be too loud. All right, let's go.
Over the last 90 days, Mark's speed has increased 65%, his endurance 70%, and his strength 138%.
Fuck me! Way to make a fellow superhero feel inadequate. Glad it's not leg day.
You feel like trying out those new muscles of yours?
They're giving Rex so much more. It's
Sir,
great.
We have intense geological events all over the country. Are you working with D.A. Sinclair? He turned people into monsters.
You don't waste people like that. You reform them. You killed Angstrom Levy. Should I lock you up too?
You know that was different.
We can be the good guys, or we can be the guys that save the world. We can't be both.
Kid Omni-Man is here!
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Deal was for Oliver.
Cecil, I can never trust you with either Mark or Oliver's lives, no matter what.
Ouch.
Oliver, you gotta look out for other people.
You guys are in big trouble!
Oh, you want to call for help?
Do we know that
Too
voice?
bad. You're
Maulers are
outnumbered
back. I'm
and
glad the Maulers are back.
outclassed.
And out of luck.
And now I say something.
With you on our side, we can win this war. I'm not on anyone's side. I disgraced my people. So
Come
help
on.
me, Mark, and whatever that other kid's name is, stop the Empire.
Oh, multiple.
What are you hiding in here?
The White Room is for my protection.
There we go.
Protection from what?
Albies.
From you, Mark.
Is that all you got?
Ooh, nukes. The
I will
nukes
never
make
work
me
for
think.
you again. We're done. It's time for a change.
In more ways than one.
Oh my god! There you go.
There it
It
is.
looks amazing!
I don't know. Feels a little serious.
February 6th.
Yeah, it's new suit. I think is an improvement over the blue black in the comics. I'm looking at a comparison now. I think going fingerless on the gloves, cool. I'd need to see like what they do with the rest of it, but tweaks.
I mean,
It's
I'll come
little
back. Let me bring it.
tweaks.
Let me
Yeah, let's bring it up.
bring it back and look at the suit. Yeah, it looks
I mean,
good. I like it
it
way more
does
than.
look-
Sorry, my apologies. Nothing against Ollie, my arch nemesis.
I mean,
But it is an improvement on
it's
the
close.
comic
It's-
vision. It looks
So
really cool.
going black for the glove instead of full blue, full finger.
Yeah,
Just like bringing the black back like there, so it makes it almost look like braces, fan braces sort of thing on his arms.
I like the lines on the eyes. Those look
Yeah,
good.
they're cool. I mean, I was just looking at this poster; it's just got some reflection in there, but yeah, the lines look good. Oh yeah, there. That
Yeah.
reminds me of like Madman, which I know you're
Yeah.
a fan of, like that sort of
Oh yeah.
look on the suit.
Do we have any suits in the background there? Are those?
I don't recognize them. And yes, Mark Hamill is
Yeah.
the best, Scott. You're right.
This surprised me.
Yeah, it's right there.
Just
It's
flat out saying, "I'm
and the
Kid
name.
Omni-Man."
Yeah.
which
So I
is
feel
one of
like
my favorite things.
showing Oliver in costume, stuff like that would be one thing, that'd be fine. But like saying the name, I feel like is something that they could have held as a surprise. But
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, and then this obviously mirrors the Invincible season 1, or
Mhm.
early Invincible suit, mirroring him and his dad.
Yep.
Elephant.
Yeah, what's his name? Elephant something. It's going to be an elephant pun, isn't it?
Is it just elephant?
It might just be
Like
elephant.
like rhino?
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
There you
mean,
go.
that's pretty comic accurate, right?
That looks spot on.
It's so funny how like we last season, maybe the first half of the season or the second half of the season, like us trying to not say the name Oliver. We're so
we don't give
we're
a
like
fuck.
walking
It's
on
right here.
eggshells. But it's like here in the trailer, they're just like, "I'm Kid Omni-Man," which I think is one of the best jokes like in the entire series.
It's so like it's so untactful. It's like what like no one's gonna like that.
But he doesn't have any problems with his dad, but just
Nope.
kid and
No, he
man
loves
in the
his dad.
same thing. Yeah.
I'm
Um,
so excited to have Oliver in the show and to have Oliver's arc like play out, because
Right.
what a great character.
So can I say something real quick here? I
Yeah.
think that let's say that the Reanimant stuff might be the
focus?
first half of the season
Ooh, okay.
focus. And then after that, Invincible War.
I don't know if they're going to get into Invincible. I mean, maybe it would be nice if everything that we've seen is in like the first 4 episodes here. Mark sort of saying to Cecil, "Fuck you, I'm out." That's cool. That will hopefully stick around for a while. I like that Debbie's like, "I appreciate you, but fuck you, I don't trust you." Getting the Maulers back is great.
So if the Maulers are back, that means Angstrom should be. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah,
but whatever Angstrom was doing with the portals and all the Invincibles and stuff, like, yeah, that's
it's still coming. Surely it's got to be like, yeah. There's so much here. Oh, what have we got there? Oh, that's just yeah.
That's Kate though.
That's Kate. Yeah,
that's Kate.
Yeah.
So she's back.
But we saw multiple, so we're gonna get that as a side story. I would have thought is like the multiple stuff. Immortal, there's grown his beard out, looking good with the full beard again.
When is Shapesmith going to make it to the game?
He's not in there yet, is he? No, he's
well,
got
Martian Man is there, but I mean, they're doing Agent Spider right now, which is
that's fine, much smaller.
But I'm like, wow, that's such a deep pull.
Yeah.
But I thought like with Sonic coming out, like maybe their December thing would be Shapesmith, and you could get some Ben Schwartz action in there.
I don't think they're worried about cross promotion like that. I think like they're gonna probably wait and just do stuff. But yeah, it's not seeing like Reaniman. Like seeing Reaniman in this, I'm just like, oh man, another Reaniman. I want to pull Mark, like or something. Like I want a better character. I don't want to just the fodder. Paul, yeah, with his fashion mullet. We saw him briefly in season 2.
Yeah, at the funeral.
And then was it in season 1? Did we see him in season 1 in the prison cell?
I don't remember. Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. And as he should be.
Is he going after he's going after Rex because of the fallout, but you know.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
I just noticed that.
God.
Backhanded.
Yeah, it's just like nothing.
That's
I'm just
great.
gonna rip your head off. And I like the fact that Mark's not worried about like killing dupes there, because it's just like, as long as we leave one alive, you're fine. Like
right.
Yeah.
Right. Reaniman, but Bulletproof. Wonder how deep we're gonna get into Bulletproof.
Be interesting. It depends on how much off-world stuff we get with Mark.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. They've got the suit for it now. Like they've got doing the 2 suits opens that door up, I think.
Who is this?
But they've not focused on Bulletproof. I mean, in the comics, before they do the stuff with Bulletproof that they do, they don't really focus on him too much. But when they get there, it would be cool.
But do you think, knowing the full story in the comics, that they're like, maybe we should
build up Bulletproof,
kind of learn more about Bulletproof before we do that?
I'd be for it. I think I always found it a bit jarring in the comics, where I was like, suddenly Bulletproof. But it's like, it made sense, and what they did with that story, I thought was cool and good. But there wasn't much build up to it. There wasn't much like, I know who this person is going into that storyline. So to get some like backstory here, and that we know that they are more than happy to expand on characters. Like we've had way more Amber in the show than the comic ever did. So to get more of that, great. If we get more Bulletproof now and then later on, so season 4 or 5 or whatever, it doesn't seem so jarring. We actually care a bit more when they are focusing on that for half an episode or whatever it is. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It would make sense, because if you're sending certain characters off into space, you're going to want to cut back to Earth and show us what's going on with the other characters. You're not going to spend...
Right.
So for us, it was like sometimes 6 months, a year before we'd see anything happening on Earth. You're not going to go a season of the show without checking in on Debbie and whoever's left around on Earth, like Rex and all those guys. You're going to still want to see
especially since they have been expanded like crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. In good ways. I don't think there's been a single character expansion that I've been like, whatever.
No. I don't know who this is.
No, I can't pull it. Are they punching Cecil? It looks like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That. And I don't recognize and I'm trying to think if it's someone else. Is it like
I know that's not Cecil. That's a
Brit?
full head of hair.
Oh, it is.
It's
Is
just
it?
cut so that we think it is. But that looks like a full head
Oh,
of
is
hair.
it a Cecil from a different dimension? Maybe.
Oh, maybe. Is that a Brit from a different dimension? So
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I was thinking Brit, but
I pulled up the Invincible wiki, and on here they've got the list of characters for season 3, and they've got main characters, which is all people that we know. It's the top 5 build people. We've got supporting characters, which is everyone that we've met previously, or at least seen on screen, even if they didn't have a voice. So they've got Multiple and Mr. Liu listed here, but with TBA as the voice actors, Kid Thor and Knockout as well, because we've seen them in crowd shots and things like that.
Yeah.
But TBA as the voice actors. And then we've got debut characters, and there's some names here that I don't know if you want to go into. I don't know if this is stuff that they've confirmed at cons or in interviews or things that we've missed.
I mean, here's the thing. You could literally say anything.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like, who knows?
So, Conquest.
Got it.
And there is a voice actor attached. I don't know if this has been confirmed at this point. It's it's who we thought.
Henry Dean Morgan?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah. But we've been wondering about him ever since like 2 years ago when he was holding up like the Compendium 2 or something.
Yeah.
It was like he's definitely reading for somebody.
And like just thinking about it, like Conquest made sense. We thought maybe it could be well, basically he's always going to play a mustached person. Yeah, it's probably Thrag or Conquest or something. I like him as Conquest because he's just a mean person. Like Thrag's got to have character. Thrag's going to be a character like with depth. We're going to learn more about him, but Conquest is just a fucking bastard.
Yeah, we've seen Conquest in the background of the shot in like
season 1, end of season 1
finale. Yeah,
it was when they were like doing the retelling of Omni-Man.
Like where I come from,
the true story, not the fictional story.
Yeah, and then so I mean, with Alan and Nolan gonna make their escape and be in space, I'm so excited for that team up. It'll be real easy to introduce Conquest.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
There's more here.
Okay.
I'm not going to read them in order that they've got them listed because there's some that I want to save to the end. They've got Space Racer, which we assumed because we've seen him in the books.
Right.
Captain Pickel. Oh, that's the Picard ripoff, isn't it? When they do like the knockoff Star Trek crew.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that would make sense. Powerplex, great. Best Tiger, which I might see in this trailer, which is, I think, potentially. Thrag is listed, so I think we're going to get Thrag maybe at the end. Could be a cameo as like a setup for the rest of the seasons.
Well, I mean, this guy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We know how that,
Fight Master, Dropkick. And then we've got some that I'm excited about, really excited about. We've got Tech Jacket, which is great.
Oh,
okay. Tech Jacket being a comic book that came out before Invincible, but Kirkman rolled that character into the Invincible universe, fit in there, brilliant. I don't think they're ever going to do anything else with Tech Jacket, so throwing him into the Invincible world is great. And hell, you could spin him off if you wanted to. Also, Brit, another character, was already in the universe, a spin-off character. There's story there if they wanted to do something different. And Wolf-Man.
Oh, fuck.
Our guy is there. Wolf-Man is listed on, I don't know how accurate Wikipedia is. I don't know who's edited this, who's put him in there, but Wolf-Man is listed there. So,
okay, so like I'm sure everybody knows this, but I am a massive fan of the Astounding Wolf-Man. It's a Kirkman book. It's only like 26 issues or something. It didn't have a long life.
The only book that Invincible had a crossover with.
Yeah.
Like a proper crossover.
I have that issue over there. I think my maybe he didn't. I was gonna say I think my brother-in-law graded it, like sent it to CGC, but I don't know if he did or not. I also gave him a tech jacket #1.
Cool.
To sort of clean up and do that too.
Mm.
Crap, dude. Like, do Wolfman, if Wolfman shows up and they do a spin-off, like, or just like a holiday special or something, just a movie,
So
like
good.
give us an hour long
Of
really
all of
good
those ones that
hour-long
I just mentioned that
Wolfman.
also had their own series, like Tech Jacket had a series, Brit had a series.
Brit.
Wolfman was the one that, like, I always got the impression that Kirkman liked the most of those others and was like really wanted to make it work, really wanted, like,
Yeah.
making it a crossover. It's like Invincible selling well, obviously at this point, Walking Dead selling gangbusters, but Invincible always did well for an independent superhero comic book. And then Wolfman was like, it never did massive numbers. It was 20 odd issues, something like that. But the people that were reading it, everyone was like, read this comic book. It's so good.
Right.
And you could tell that he was like, please read it. It's really good. I'm really proud of this book.
I would say, so this would be the thing where I would tell Jeremy Kelly, who bought all 3 compendiums.
Yeah, dude, just blind
sight
buy.
unseen, just based on our recommendation.
He's already read the
Astounding
crossover
Wolf-Man.
issues because they throw both of them into the compendiums and everything.
Yeah, read Astounding Wolfman. It's what's nice is it's only like, I think it's 26. It's either 26 or 28.
It's a concise story as well. Like it's a full story.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun.
It's so good.
Superhero.
Like, I read all of Brit as well. Brit's not that long, but Brit's like, it's fine, it's fun. Like, but you don't need to read it. Same with Tech Jacket. I don't think I read all of Tech Jacket, but I read some. It was all right. But I liked Tech Jacket in Invincible. I liked that character in the Invincible series as it went on, and we got more of him there.
All right. I like the shot of Battle Beast with a guy that looks like sort of a Man-at-Arms He-Man kind of dude.
Yeah, he does a bit. Or Mask. Like Mask, like looks like it could just be one of those helmets.
And his head came off just barely.
Just they're just popping heads off at the moment. I'm really happy to get Battle Beast back. That's a lot of fun. We missed him in season 2.
Yeah. I'm not sure who this is.
Someone with electric powers.
Knock
off
New
Electro.
God.
Oh yeah, New God style.
Oh yeah. He's
got Mark in the blue suit there.
Yeah,
but that's interesting. They showed the blue suit earlier, but they're just showing it in flashes.
So the blue suit, I'm gonna say like the first half is yellow suit of the season. The first half of the season, yellow suit, Reanimin, all that stuff, and the second half we're getting into the blue suit and closer towards Invincible War.
And then like your
Doc Seismic.
Yeah.
Who is it's Mark and Doc Seismic.
Yeah.
And I forget the kaijus.
There's always guys, like, random kaijus popping up.
That's a great reveal.
It's a real anime shot, like that thumb out and the lines. It looks like super anime, but I like that as like making him like this big anime villain.
That's not good. I don't know where that is.
That looks like
Invincible,
all over North America.
Mortal.
Oh,
Titan's back.
Titan's back and in control now.
Anybody in here? It's all the basic.
Yes, that's the core crew. Yeah.
Shrinking Ray is my girl. On the video game on the Guarding the Globe. I love her.
Yeah.
She gets tiny. She bounces out and brings in the long range guys, and it's just like I love it. I love it so much. I think this is what they were using for thumbnails across across their socials.
It makes sense. Well, like we've always seen Cecil as a sketchy person, but always on the side of good. Whereas now, if our hero is saying, "No, I'm actively not working for you anymore," it makes Cecil more of an adversary. What a great character! Like it makes me excited to see what they can do if they go the distance with this show. If they're able to go the distance,
I feel like they're ready to.
I think they want to. I don't think they're pulling their punches. I don't think they're cutting stuff. Like
they've already announced season 4, right?
I don't know.
Season 4, I think, was announced.
Good. Let's look that up.
Like if they do 6 seasons, I think they could get everything.
I don't know. But if they do everything, I think something that I'm excited about seeing what they're going to do here with Cecil it makes me excited to see what they do with Robot.
No shot of Robot.
We
I
not
don't
see
think I saw Robot in no. I don't think I saw Robot.
That's crazy. I mean, robots. Robots. Yes, 4 months ago, Invincible season 4 announced.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say this season, Invincible War. Next season, Viltrumite War. 6th season.
Oh, and 5th.
Oh, there's Robot.
4th and 5th seasons were both announced on April 15th. That's so good. Oh, I love these double pickups. That's so much fun. Because you know that they've just got time to do stuff. God, by the time this show's over, I might be able to show my son this show.
Oh, that's
Probably
great.
not.
Look at this. Look at this lineup here. Who's the dude with the bubble helmet, and who's the one next to him in between Robot and Immortal?
Yeah, I see who you mean. Don't know. Let's go back to that list of characters.
Darkwing.
Yeah, Darkwing. That's gonna be Darkwing 2, surely.
Yeah.
Like so.
Another character.
Angry
another character that's in the game.
Yeah.
Is Darkwing 2,
Darkwing
but
2,
not
yeah.
but not Shapesmith.
Do Black Samson, Shrinking Ray, Duplicate, Robots, Rex, Immortal, Shapesmith, Kid Thor, Knockout.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
Donald, Seismic, Isotope, Mauler Twins, Monster Girl, Amber, William, Art, Titan, D.A. Sinclair, Multiple, Mr. Leo, Giant, Throck / Battle Beast.
There's Rudy.
Thaddeus, Alan, Telia, Angstrom, Craig, Lucan, Anissa. So we're like a lot of the other Viltrumites that we have met in passing or have actually met properly. They all seem to be around.
All right.
There's a few more.
But yeah, there's Rudy.
I'd be fine with new characters in like some of those big Guardians shots and stuff like that. Like I think that'd be fun. I think like having someone that we don't know about would add some interesting stakes to essentially what are minor characters.
Yeah.
Liz seems to be watching, and no, apparently I'm not allowed to show our kid Invincible until he's 18.
Oh, I guess it is a bloody show.
It's
I guess it's violent.
bloody show.
I kind of forget it, like, because it's such a part of the comic, and it never feels like every time you turn a page to one of those oddly like gross splash pages, and it's just like guts and stuff.
To be fair,
like it's always a shock.
The release schedule of this show, the kid will be 18 by the time they get to like season 7 or 8 if they're going the whole distance.
Yeah, Scott says that he knows it's questionable parenting, but he showed his son the first episode of Invincible when he was 10. He was shocked, but kind of like that ending.
We talked about this on a show, or I think it was on the first episode of Skeleton Crew with Eddie. Like we were raised by a load of like stuff that we were age inappropriate for. Like I was watching Terminator when I was about 5, so you know,
right?
It did. Look how I turned out.
Yeah, and Liz was saying that she saw Aliens at 11.
Yeah, and Aliens is one of her favorite movies. So you know, formative.
Yeah. I mean, it's a show about high schoolers.
Exactly. Watch in advance. Make sure that they're not seeing stuff that will actually scar them.
Right.
That's how like
I don't know what I would do.
That's how I think that's how my brother did it. Like my brother like showed me a lot of the TV and films that I was definitely in a like age inappropriate for. So yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't have a kid, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's right. You're fun Uncle Ralph from America. So like
gets to watch the TV shows.
Yeah. When we want to go out, we're just like sitting in front of this and like, here, do a podcast.
Jeff popped in and said, my dad let me watch the Thriller music video when I was 5, and I've been scared of zombies my whole life. Like I know that.
I've been scared of Michael Jackson since I was 5.
It's a valid fear. But like, dude, like Invincible, I think what I ultimately like about Invincible, which I think is good for kids, even though it is violent and stuff, it does teach kind of the, good and bad, like in a very like, I don't know, real way.
Yeah, brutal way.
It teaches you about like PSD. It teaches you like about like found family. It teaches you about all kinds of stuff.
And redemption.
It's really
like
yeah.
people can do bad things, heinous things, horrible, horrible, horrible things, and see how that works out. Like, yeah.
But that's the thing. It's what's crazy is there's like struggle, and it teaches you about the struggle. When Mark confronted Nolan on Thraxon, like it was like one of those things where it's like you can see it in the animation and in the voice acting. Like it's like there's a struggle there, and it's teaching people like that's not easy. We understand it's not easy. This guy did something absolutely heinous.
Yeah.
But where we left off with Nolan and how we're excited for Nolan to break out with Alan, it's like, okay.
We already are rooting for Nolan at this point. Like we're already there. Like it's what Invincible does better than I think any other media that I've ever read, is making you hate a guy. Like really, really hate a guy. And then it's not that long before you're going, fuck, come on, you can do it. But you've always got that dilemma, and the way that they'll do it with Debbie in the show, the way that they did it with Debbie in the book. Debbie didn't get interesting in the books until Nolan came back. Really.
Yeah.
She was just there. Yeah. And Debbie is already one of the most interesting people in the show. So to see
they're setting it up.
See what they do and where they go with that is going to be amazing. I can't wait.
That's probably one of the things Kirkman and the team of writers did when they went through the book again, was like, we need to flesh out Debbie more. Like if this is where we end, we need to flesh her out more. And I feel like they made her like more angry, less forgiving in this for stuff that happens later. But I feel like they also made Nolan more heinous in this.
Oh, he's savage. Like it's hard to say more heinous than he was in the books. Like, but I think showing him up front and revealing him to us, the audience, up front as a bad guy, put us on edge. And then they really had to we didn't have the surprise of it at the end.
Yeah.
We just had it like driven into us through a train.
It's it's almost like this is like Kirkman saying, okay, like Nolan may be redeemable, people may be on his side, but let's see how far we can push it with that character to make him so awful, to see like if we can get away with doing it this time around. Like it's like like in the books, by the time you get towards the end, like I'm like fully cool with Nolan again.
Yep.
And you kind of forget that. You forget that, oh yeah, he was not great.
Like when they're in fights, I'm fearful for Nolan's safety later on. Like just, yeah.
I'm really interested to sing a reunion between Debbie and Nolan, these versions.
Yeah. Like we say this, like they do change the books. Like we know where the story goes in the books and everything like that, but they've already done some things that have changed stuff. So I feel like we still know the main beats of where this is going to go, but they are willing to tweak things and surprise us now and then. And the tweaks and changes that they've made, generally we've been in favor of. We think they've been improvements. They've been storytelling improvements, at least for this medium over comic books. But they've always been. It's always felt like, as you said, it's like they're making these changes with the knowledge of where it all goes, as opposed to writing this monthly and having a comic book with the. When they were making this, they were like, yeah, we're never going to end it. We'll just keep it going forever. Like comic book storytelling.
But I feel like they're going to get to the ending of the book. How we get there there'll be some tweaks, but ultimately I honestly believe, like, you look at stuff that DC does, you look at some of the stuff Marvel does, and a lot of times comics, to feel more like adult instead of like kiddie books,
tend
to go really dark and edgy, Whereas Invincible, as gross as it gets, is still ultimately about hope and forgiveness. And so like I feel like he's not gonna abandon that. I don't think we're gonna get some, like, I'm gonna tell everyone right now, spoilers, but the ending of the Invincible comic is a happy ending.
It is a very happy
it's the
ending.
most happy ending.
Yeah.
Which you really don't.
It's not
think you
not
would get in a
necessarily what
Kirkman
you're
book.
expecting. It's not what you expect. It's not even reading that last issue. It's not what you expect. Like it gets to like the last couple of pages, and I'm still surprised. And I was surprised again rereading it because I'd forgotten some things. Yeah, and because there's been these moments of massive down, you're like, oh fuck. And because it's Robert Kirkman and his whole thing is like no one is safe at any point. And even in the issues building up, but like to have an ending that at the end of it, you're like, these are happy tears is amazing.
And the thing with Kirkman, like he's a stinker. Like he's a stinker.
Yeah.
He's a total stinker, and he'll put stuff in previews and put stuff on covers that have nothing to do with the book. He'll put in misdirects. He'll talk about misdirects. He's constantly like
giggling to himself how he's got you. Oh, I got you.
Manipulating us. He's manipulating us, and he knows he could do it. And so when you get to the end of Invincible, you're like, oh man, you're bracing for that impact.
It's pro wrestling. It's like he's doing that story where he's like, no, I worked you into a shoot. You thought you were gonna like get some big dark terrible thing that happened, and it's like, no, the misdirect is that it's happy.
Yeah.
There's a scene I think we're both, there's a theme that we're both thinking of, I think, in that last issue, that there's a catharsis, there's a moment, there's a sad thing that it's like, it's not super sad. It's sad, obviously, but it's like,
well, is it the moment where that Nolan basically explains everybody you know ages and you don't?
It's not.
And you watch people. It's not
it's not that moment, but that is a great moment. I know exactly that moment that you're talking about. But there's another one that I don't want to spoil it for people. I want people to read the books.
But here's the thing: is like Kirkman does. When you read Kirkman's books, like I've read like the first 11 trades of Walking Dead.
You and I dropped off of that book at the same time. Like we dropped off at the same point. Yeah,
it's like when the show started.
When the show started, but then also like I watched some of the show and I seemingly just naturally just dropped off. Like I'd stopped caring about it. I'd stopped like keeping up with it. But I stopped watching the show and I was like, shit, this feels very familiar. And I feel like it was almost exactly the same point as I stopped reading the comics. I was like, at no point did the Walking Dead books get bad. I just stopped giving a shit.
And the thing is, it's, in like the first trade or whatever, there's a Q&A with Kirkman, and he essentially says like, when you watch a zombie movie, the movie has to end. It doesn't mean that all the zombies are gone.
No.
So the whole point of Walking Dead was like, it never ends. The zombies are always here. And so you go in and out of different characters and meet different people, and they come in and out of your life and whatever. And it gets to a point where you're like, I can't keep going along with these characters. It's just too, I can't, there's no end in sight. And people like Shane gets killed off in like issue 2 or 3 or something, 6.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, like this is sad. And so you're waiting for that in Invincible, because people do come and go.
Yeah.
Look at the Guardians. They went in episode 1.
It's a metaphor for life. Like people do come and go. Like they're the important peoples. Stevie brought up the point that I was just about to mention there. Yeah. I think what Danny Boyle's done here, it's like, all right, he didn't work on Weeks, but I think what he's doing with that franchise now, it reminds me of Richard Linklater with the Before movies, where it's like, we'll check in with them. 28 days, 28 weeks. I like Weeks, but like that franchise, like he
scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He produced it though, I think.
He might be an exec producer, but he didn't have anything to actually do with it. Him and who's the writer, director of Ex Machina, writer of The Beach.
Garland? No.
Yeah, Alex Garland. Garland. So they did the first 28 movie. They're doing this movie. and they've written the what will be the fourth movie.
Is it decades?
No. That one is like 28 years later, part 2 or something like that. And it's
Okay.
already been shot. It's a completely different director, but it's already been shot. It was a surprise. They were like, yeah, we did 2 at the same time. 2 different directors. We just shot it all.
Cool.
But
Great.
I like what they're doing there, because it's like it does beat you down following that stuff all the time, but the zombies don't go away. So check in with them later on. Check in with them down the line. If there's some recurring characters, great. If not, you're still in that world. And that seems to be a way of doing it, because I'm super excited about that film. It looks harrowing.
Yeah. I
But
saw the first 2
I've not
in the
given
theater. They scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, love those 2 movies. And I don't care about zombies or zombie stories. It's been done to death, literally and figuratively. Like, I'm over it. But there's something about those movies. I'm like, I'm in. That trailer was amazing.
What it is that things get run into the ground. There's like however many seasons of The Walking Dead. There's Fear of the Walking Dead. There's Walking Dead Los Angeles. There's all these things, and you can just get inundated.
Real Housewives of the Walking Dead.
But it's one of those things, again, like Star Wars. Like, give me 1 a year, not 1 or 2 times a year, or like Bad Batch and all the animated stuff. Like, it gets to the point where like Star Wars isn't special anymore, and that bums me out. And I think it's why I like Invincible so much. Like, hey, I know people gave Kirkman shit for doing like 2.5 years between season 1 and 2, but you know what? It makes me want it more.
Yeah. Just before we went live on this, we were looking at the schedule of what's coming up, and we realized that Invincible falls so neatly in between Skeleton Crew finishing and Andor season 2 starting that we don't have to do live action Star Wars in those like months in between. And that's such a relief, because as much as I love Star Wars, always happy to talk about Star Wars and always happy to talk to Ralph about Star Wars, it gets to that point at the moment where we've covered so much ancillary material that when there's not a new exciting show that we're into and talking about, it's just like it feels like homework, and we are doing homework for it, and it's a bit much, and it sort of sucks. I know for you especially, it sucks the life out of it. It sucks the enjoyment out of it. So I'm so glad that we don't need to, so that we can roll from a Star Wars show that we're liking now into Invincible that we're both so excited for, into Andor season 2, which I am so excited for.
I'll try.
It's gonna be good. I'm gonna have a kid by the time that show comes out. I'm not gonna be operating on any sleep whatsoever. I'm gonna be up all night, like helping Liz out. She's gonna obviously be doing the feeds, and then I'm gonna be going to work for 12 hours, coming back here, not here because we'll be in a new house that I've just moved into. It's like, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about doing Andor episodes, and I'm hoping that Jacob Fullerton will come on to do every episode of that show with us.
Yeah, that's what I
just
heard.
to pick up the energy that I might not have.
Right.
So yeah, but in between that, we've got Invincible. And
well, speaking of Jacob, we could put him on the spot on Wednesday when he joins us for live action Star Wars and say, hey,
you said it.
I want to hear
it. I want to
you put it out of the world. That dude loves Andor. Jeremy Kelly popped in. He's at work.
Hey, Jeremy.
He said he'll be back to check it out after. We have a suggestion for you, so make sure you watch.
Listen.
I want to see if you use some
Invincible
gift cards.
Check out, this is the show that costs Jeremy Kelly loads of money, it seems.
Yeah, I'll tell you what though. Well, it seems like he's like happy to do it. Like it paid off. It paid off for him.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this. I know we just said that we have all these shows coming out and stuff, but if there's any sort of break after Andor, where there's really not much to talk about, I would absolutely love to do an episode of Invincipod covering the entire series of the Astounding Wolf-Man. Just do a one shot of the Wolfman comic run.
Hey, I haven't read it since that initial read. I was still working at the shop at the time. I read it as it was coming out. So you're talking probably close to 15 years ago that I read that book, and I've got some memories of it. And I read the crossover issues when I did my Invincible reread last year, whenever it was. But hey, if I've got time to read that series is only a quick read, so I'd love to. I'll get on that. Definitely. Let's do that next summer sometime. Next spring.
Yeah.
Gives
Awesome.
everyone plenty of chance to go and do that. And that is a good, like, if you've got, I don't know how available it is in physical forms at the moment, what sort of editions they've done of it or re-releases they've done of it, but it's definitely going to be available on like Comixology and stuff like that. So
I think it was in like 2 trade paperbacks. And it's probably something that you can just get like a nice,
a complete Astounding Wolf-Man. I'm sure that there's one of those out there.
Skybound's good about doing that stuff.
Yeah. And they keep their stuff in print, which is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Christmas and holidays are coming up. So like, ask for it. If you get any vouchers or you get some money for something, like buy it. Just blind buy it. Jeremy Kelly will tell you. We don't tell you to blind buy things unless we really, really back it.
Right. And then I just realized if Wolfman's on the show, then they might just throw him in the game.
Oh yeah. I mean, almost certainly, I would have thought he's.
I mean, a spider agent. Spider agent is such a weird.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Such a weird thing.
It's a weird one.
Yeah. And like Kursk and Magmite, I'm like, okay, you know, they're like day one guys. I don't even know if they're on the show.
I feel like they're trying to do it so that they balance like the different classes and types and things like that. Maybe
Right.
so they're trying to actually like work the game. Yeah,
we're still playing. Me and Stevie are playing like Die Hard like at least twice a day.
You guys are hardcore on there. Like I check in. It's the first thing that I open up when I like do my morning like routine of going through games and apps and things like that. Before I do Duolingo, I open up Invincible and I just like do the missions. I do the 7 or 8 taps that I've got to do on there to like check through.
Yeah.
And then I might check back in later in the day. But like I see the like levels that you've got you guys as teams up at, and I'm just like, you guys are putting in the work.
Well, nothing against Johnny. We love Johnny. Johnny is a wonderful person. He's here today.
Talking about Chris Jericho, I missed that.
we've been since he left our squad, we've been doing real good.
Oh no! Oh, sorry, Johnny. I think Johnny checked out though. Johnny wasn't like playing the game anymore.
Yeah. No, he told me. Well, the thing is, he's like, if you want someone else to go in, just boot me. And I'm like, I feel like booting you. So like, put that on my shoulders. But no, we've like.
This is why I made you an admin.
Kirk's Invincible is like the background is like a gray guy, which is like, I don't know, super exceptionally omnipotent or whatever it is. It's like.
Have you spent any money in that game? Have you spent like real dollars? No, me neither. Good.
Not even like 99 cents.
Nothing.
No. I've thought about it. But I'm like, no, I'm having fun. And I know as soon as if I buy something that has like 5 spider agents in it, as soon as I upgrade them, then I'm just back to just like whatever. Yeah. Like it's not like I'm not trying to advance the game. Really, mostly at this point, I'm just trying to build my shrinking ray.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
There you go. Luch Johnny with the facts. Wolfman Omnibus out of stock, probably out of print at the moment, but all 4 trades for $15 each.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there'll be
me getting my shrinking ray.
There you go.
As high as I can get her to help the group out because she's awesome and
cool.
The best.
Game. There's friends in that game now. So if anyone's in that game and playing that mobile game that isn't already like friends with us, join. It's on the Casino Skunk Discord, isn't it? Or send us a message, drop a comment or something like on this video. Comment
give
below
us
who
your
you are,
friend tag and your name, and we'll
start adding you. See if that does anything. Or
I don't know what the friends thing does. I was kind of hoping that you could pass things along to people. So if Steve's like, oh, I only need like 5 gem, I could like send her 5 gems.
Yeah.
I wish like that was some sort of like bartering system or something. Jeff asked if we're all playing Marvel Rivals. I'm not.
I'm not. I'm still playing Marvel Snap. I'm still way into Marvel Snap, the card game, but I don't play Marvel Rivals.
I really only play Invincible because it's like for 21 years now, like there's like Invincible hasn't been a thing. And so it's just nice to like have a thing now.
Yeah.
You know, like I would love like a Scott Pilgrim style brawler beat 'em up.
Oh, that'd be great.
Invincible game,
Mm-hmm.
like a side-scrolling Double
Yeah.
Dragon style Invincible
Yeah,
game
yeah.
with all the characters. Like I would love that.
Streets of Rage.
punching, kicking.
Streets of Rage, but yeah.
Yeah, but then you could be
Oh,
like on
man.
the moon, or you could be on, whatever,
Just
and you
go
could just
through it.
have
You just-
look Rhiannon like just being thrown at you. Like that's what I would like to play. But since this is the only thing we have, I'm really enjoying it because Stevie asked me the other day. She's like, "Did you read what Cecil was saying in the latest like Cecil's Nightmare?" I'm like, "No, I never read them. I just skip through." She's like, it's really funny. She's like, "You got to read it." I'm like, "Okay."
I believe it.
Maybe
I believe it. Like, I think they're putting the effort in there. Lich
Yeah.
Johnny says he doesn't like the online PvP battles. Me neither. Prefers co-op or single player story games. Tell you what, Lich Johnny, if you're not playing Indiana Jones at the moment, or if you're waiting for it to come to PS5 or something next year, like check it out. It's fucking great. I'm playing it on the
There you
Xbox. It's on PC and
Stevie
Xbox
was so
now.
pissed at me on Wednesday. He
Yeah.
was really mad at me on Wednesday. You brought up Alfred Molina and the Indiana Jones game, and she's like, "You didn't ask him how it was," and I'm like,
It's
"I don't have
so
a
good.
PS5." Oh, can I tell you something?
It's on PlayStation next year. It's on Xbox and what you call it?
So okay, I don't really watch the video game awards ever.
I saw a clip.
But,
I saw a clip this morning. That was it.
But Astro Goblin was doing a live stream while I was going.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Jacob, Charlotte, and Patrick. There was this game coming out for the PS5 from Naughty Dog.
Oh, their new one.
Holy shit, that looks so fucking cool.
The Bounty Hunter Naughty Dog game. Yeah. But like it looks also like quite synth wavy. Like there's like branding in there. She's
Atticus
wearing
Ross.
like Adidas.
It's Atticus Ross and Trent Reznor doing the music for it.
Sick. That's
So
amazing. Man.
Not on the trailer, but during the Game Awards, they gave info afterwards. And yeah, it's those two guys doing the music. Because I'm sitting here watching this, I'm like, oh, I'm really digging this music. And just everything to where like they have Porsche branding on the spaceship and
There's
Sony branding
Sony
on the
stuff,
console.
obviously. And like she's wearing Adidas shoes and things like that. Like, yeah. It's
like,
it gave me the same vibes as Cowboy Bebop. Like if you ever saw the old anime Cowboy Bebop. I'm not a big anime fan, but I love that show because of like the world and the aesthetic of it. It's so cool. And it gave me that where it's like it is our world, but it's futuristic and it's just bounty hunters. Just like but bounty hunters not in a Boba Fett Bosk kind of way, and just like it's just a job, man. I'm just doing a job and just trying to make my way in a expensive and dangerous galaxy.
What little gameplay was in there, it looks like it was almost like Uncharted style, where it's not necessarily an open world. It looks kind of third person, but maybe you're kind of guided in a very specific
got a big
direction.
sword though, right?
Yeah. She parkoured off of rocks and like cut that person. I'm just like, great. If they like souped up the fighting mechanics for like the Uncharted series and gave you a sword, like it looked cool shit. I don't get excited about video games. It'll make me buy the console.
It'll be bummed. I'm gonna be bummed out because it's not gonna be on a console that I already have, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford to buy a new console at that point by the time that comes out in probably 2026. But holy shit, it looked great, and I will watch a full play of it, like the same way that I watched a full play, like no commentary or anything, like just someone playing through Last of Us 2. That's how I took in that story. I will watch that, and if you're playing it, like I'll watch Ralph plays whatever that game is called. But it looked sick.
Yeah, Intergalactic.
Brilliant.
The Heretic Prophet.
It's a pretentious title, but like
I just like Intergalactic, but it was like Intergalactic is the name.
Yeah, that was the title.
And they're like, we're probably going to make sequels, so let's give it a subtitle.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I don't really get excited about video games, but holy shit, that looked so awesome.
Yeah, I saw it this morning because I saw Greg Miller from Kind of Funny was like, he'd made a prediction that they're going to have Troy Baker, the voice of Indy, and Joel from Last of Us on stage, and then they're going to bring out Harrison Ford, like, and they did exactly that. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's the two Indies, because Troy Baker always amazing, does the best like voice acting in the industry, and his Indy is flawless. It's so good. Liz has been watching me play a little bit, and she's seems to have been enjoying it.
Cool.
I am
All
gonna
right.
go and do
let's get
some
outta
stuff
here.
around the house. There's more and more boxes behind me every day. There's more and more
That's good.
shit building up. And then I'm gonna go and play some Indiana Jones. Thank you everyone for joining us for Invincipod. It's lovely to be back on this podcast. I love doing it, and I can't wait. I can't wait until February, and we've got a whole season of it, and we don't have a break in the middle, like a 3-month
Right.
break. We just got 8 episodes back to back to back to back to back. I don't know how they're going to break it up. I hope they don't do a 3-episode drop at the beginning because it just truncates it too much.
Oh, it makes it hard for us.
Makes it hard for us. It makes it a hectic weekend, but we will work that out when we know for sure. At the moment, they have announced that the first episode is called "I'll Be There No Matter What," and it's coming out on February. Oh no! It looks like they have announced potentially that the first 3 episodes are all coming out on February 6th. Damn you, Amazon, and your release schedules.
So do we
will
do
work
do we
out.
do a Friday? Do we do like a Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and
We could do that.
Friday?
Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That could
Yeah.
work. Break it up a little bit. We only have to talk about 1 episode at a time. Then we don't have to be stepping on it, and we don't have to get too tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll probably work.
Cool.
All right,
This is
we'll
gonna be
work that
weird to
out
do
closer
with
to
this
the
new
time.
system.
Yeah, but next time you see us on Invincipod, this all might be very different. Hopefully, it will be very different. Otherwise, things are going wrong.
Yeah. Thanks for everybody for joining in the chat. This was a pretty fun sized group. Go check out as for screeners. It's hard.
It'd be lovely though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like doing these live.
I like doing them live too.
And getting the chat in there. So we'll see. We'll figure it out by then. We've got a couple months. But yeah, to everybody, thank you. And we'll catch you on another episode of